The art of turning frenemies into valuable allies, or harmless spectators. Brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments. Every workplace has its share of frenemies, the colleagues who smile sweetly while quietly plotting your downfall. They might seem supportive one minute and subtly sabotage you the next, leaving you wondering whether they're truly a friend or an undercover rival. The answer? They're both. Welcome to the intricate dance of workplace politics, where the goal isn't to eliminate frenemies. Spoiler, you can't, but to master the art of neutralizing their threat and, if possible, leveraging their existence to your advantage. Let's flip the script. Instead of treating frenemies as obstacles, what if you saw them as opportunities? With the right strategies, you can transform these tricky coworkers into useful allies, or at the very least, harmless spectators in your journey to success. Understand the frenemy archetype. Before you can strategize, you need to understand what makes your frenemy tick. Are they insecure about their position? Hungry for validation? Threatened by your competence? Knowing their motivations will help you handle them effectively. The strategy: observe before you act. Treat this like a covert mission. Pay attention to their behavior in meetings, their body language, and how they interact with others. Are they overly competitive? Do they only undercut you in front of certain people? Understanding their patterns is the first step to outmaneuvering them. Keep a mental frenemy file. You don't need to share it with anyone, but it helps to track their habits and predict their moves. Kill them with kindness and strategy. Nothing confuses a frenemy more than kindness. They expect tension, snark, or retaliation. But when you respond with grace and charm, it throws them off their game. The strategy: build bridges, not barriers. Compliment their work in public settings, yes, even if it kills you a little inside. Offer to collaborate on projects, and let them take some of the credit. This doesn't mean you're a pushover. It means you're showing them that you're not a threat, which can disarm their competitive instincts. Keep it authentic. If your kindness comes across as fake, it'll backfire. Find genuine moments to praise or support them, even if it's just small wins like a well-written email. The power of reciprocity. Frenemies often operate on a give-and-take mindset, where they're constantly measuring who owes whom. You can use this to your advantage by subtly creating situations where they feel indebted to you. The strategy: offer help, strategically. If your frenemy is struggling with something, and you can provide a solution, step in. Maybe it's offering advice, sharing a resource, or helping them meet a tight deadline. This positions you as a team player and puts them in a position of gratitude, even if they don't admit it out loud. Don't overdo it. Helping them doesn't mean carrying their workload. It's about small, calculated gestures that shift the power dynamic in your favor. Create a mutual enemy without being obvious. Nothing bonds people faster than a shared annoyance. If there's a particularly difficult client, a frustrating policy, or even the office coffee machine that never works, use it as a neutral rallying point. The strategy: find common ground. Casually commiserate over shared struggles. Can you believe how long that meeting was? I thought we'd need a search party to find the agenda. This shared frustration humanizes both of you and creates a subtle sense of camaraderie. Keep it light. Don't dive into serious complaints that could come back to haunt you. Focus on harmless gripes that are universally relatable. Outshine without outshining. Frenemies often feel threatened by your success, but you can ease their insecurities by letting them have their moments in the spotlight while still advancing your own agenda. The strategy: be the supporting star. If you're working on a project together, find ways to highlight their contributions without downplaying your own. For example, in a team meeting, you might say, "The report turned out great, thanks to Frenemy's input on the data analysis. It really strengthened our argument." This doesn't mean shrinking yourself. It's about creating a balance that makes them feel included rather than overshadowed. Protect your reputation. No matter how much progress you make with a frenemy, Always assume they're capable of throwing you under the bus if it serves their interests. Protecting your reputation is key. The strategy: document everything. Keep records of your contributions, emails, and decisions. If a frenemy tries to twist the narrative or claim your work as their own, you'll have the evidence to set the record straight without resorting to drama. Don't confront them publicly unless absolutely necessary. Quietly presenting your receipts to the right people is far more effective. Set boundaries with a smile. Just because you're playing nice doesn't mean you have to let your frenemy walk all over you. Boundaries are essential, even if they're subtle. The strategy: politely deflect. If they ask you to take on extra work or involve you in unnecessary drama, respond with firm but friendly language. I'd love to help, but I'm swamped right now. Maybe we can revisit this later? This lets you maintain control without burning bridges. Always deliver boundaries with a smile. It softens the message and makes you seem approachable, not defensive. Leverage frenemies for mutual gain. Here's the thing about frenemies: they're often ambitious, resourceful, and well-connected. Instead of seeing them as threats, view them as untapped resources. If you can align your goals with theirs, you'll both come out ahead. The strategy: find shared objectives. Look for areas where your goals overlap. Maybe you both want to impress the same boss, close a major deal, or streamline a process that's been dragging the team down. Position your collaboration as a win-win, emphasizing how their strengths complement yours. When proposing a joint effort, frame it in a way that highlights their contributions. For example, I think your expertise in a specific area, combined with my background in another area, could really make this project shine. Use frenemies as career mirrors. Sometimes, a frenemy can show you exactly what you need to improve in your own career. If they consistently outmaneuver you in meetings or charm the higher-ups, don't stew in jealousy. Take notes. The strategy: learn from their playbook. Pay attention to what your frenemy does well. Do they present their ideas with unmatched confidence? Are they masterful at networking? Use their strengths as inspiration to refine your own skills. Stay objective. This isn't about becoming like them. It's about identifying tactics that resonate with your personal style and adapting them to suit you. Flip the narrative. Frenemies thrive on the perception of rivalry. If you can shift the narrative from adversarial to collaborative, you remove the fuel that powers their competitive behavior. The strategy: make them feel invested. Invite your frenemy into a project or decision-making process, giving them a sense of ownership. When people feel included and valued, they're less likely to undermine you. Use inclusive language like, "We're both invested in making this successful," or, "Your perspective would add a lot of value to this." It's disarming and subtly reinforces the idea that you're a team, not competitors. Keep your cool during power plays. Let's be real. Some frenemies just can't resist a good power move, whether it's interrupting you in meetings, undermining your ideas, or swooping in to take credit for your work. The key is to stay composed and respond strategically. The strategy: maintain your composure. When they interrupt, smile and say, "That's a great point, but let me finish my thought, and we'll circle back to yours." If they try to take credit for your work, calmly chime in with, "I'm so glad you liked my approach. It's been exciting to see it take shape." Never let them see you sweat. Frenemies thrive on reactions, so denying them the satisfaction of rattling you is its own form of power. Build your own support network. One way to neutralize a frenemy's influence is by surrounding yourself with strong allies. A solid network of supporters makes it harder for them to isolate or undermine you. The strategy: cultivate real connections. Focus on building genuine relationships with coworkers who share your values and goals. Whether it's grabbing coffee, collaborating on projects, or simply offering support during stressful times, investing in these connections strengthens your position in the workplace. Don't exclude your frenemy entirely from your network. Keeping them close ensures you stay in the loop and can monitor their moves. Handle setbacks with grace. No matter how strategically you play the game, there may be moments when your frenemy gets the upper hand. How you handle these situations speaks volumes about your character and professionalism. The strategy: recover with resilience. Instead of reacting emotionally, use setbacks as opportunities to learn and adapt. When your frenemy wins a round, congratulate them, sincerely, if possible. Then focus on your next move, because success is the best revenge. Treat every setback as a stepping stone. The more gracefully you handle challenges, the more respect you'll earn from colleagues and higher-ups. Know when to let go. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, a frenemy remains a frenemy. In these cases, the goal isn't to win them over, but to neutralize their influence and keep them from draining your energy. The strategy: minimize interaction. If a frenemy proves resistant to collaboration or change, limit your exposure. Keep interactions professional, stick to the facts, and avoid engaging in unnecessary drama. Document everything. Having a clear paper trail protects you from potential sabotage and ensures you can defend your work if needed. Turn frenemies into non-issues. The ultimate goal in dealing with a frenemy isn't to eliminate them. It's to make them irrelevant to your success. By staying focused on your goals, building strong alliances, and managing their influence strategically, you take back control of the narrative. The strategy: focus on your own path. When you prioritize your growth and achievements, frenemies naturally fade into the background. Remember, they only have as much power as you allow them to have. Celebrate your wins, big and small. The more confident and accomplished you feel, the less their antics will matter. Frenemies may be a fact of workplace life, but they don't have to be a source of constant stress. By understanding their motivations, leveraging their strengths, and maintaining your composure, you can transform even the trickiest relationships into opportunities for growth and success. Remember, every interaction with a frenemy is a chance to sharpen your strategic skills. Keep playing smart, stay true to your values, and always keep your eye on the bigger picture. You're not just navigating the workplace, you're mastering it. Brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments.